To a weekday cast of Age of Shotel Warriors, featuring this very, very small mega random map. I'm not sure if this map actually has a name because I've seen variations of this map many, many times. It's a super common mega random map that I see. There's another variation where like there's way more food in the center, and this hill over here has relics, but it's kind of like the same concept where you got the wood on the outside. At any rate, over here in the 9-ish clock position, we have the Ethiopian Toma, or Thomas, I mean, who really knows, versus LuigiCroissant, playing as the Aztecs, and the game is kicking off with a little lame? Can you call this lame? I mean, I guess the spore is in Teal's area, as Red comes in and snipes it. A few seconds till Loom comes in. Love to see that. Ethiopians versus Aztecs. If I was deciding if I wanted to play either race, I would honestly prefer Aztecs in this game. Some of you might know that the skirmishers do get castle tech as Aztecs, and then the Eagle Warriors, as soon as they go on beyond Eagle Scout, their first upgrade gives more pierce armor, or just armor in general, to the Eagle Warrior. And the war has already started, as the Teal Scout comes over here, is attacking the Red Villager with Loom. But I think, I don't know if the Blue has the high ground. He's running away. He goes to Mommy and Daddy. Mommy and Daddy fire the arrows. Scout going to go down? No. It's not. Interesting bumping and grinding there. So it looks like the red player is taking the strategy to go straight for wood on the outside. For those of you who don't know, it definitely is more efficient to collect wood at the beginning of the game surrounding your starting TC. But after that, you're going to want to expand to the outside. Typically, people put their second TC on the outside. Little bumpy here also. You got to imagine once the archers from the Ethiopians player gets up and running, a lot of bonus damage can be taken over here. And it looks like Teal's taking the fast route and getting their lumber camp here on the left-hand side. Standard mill coming in. A few more houses. And I think we're off to a pretty typical start from these players. Looks like the Eagle Scouts coming around here on the outside. And I think was Blue pushing their deer? No, they're not. No, they are pushing their deer. Inside. Which you'll love to see. Yeah, this map tends to pop off like pretty quick as soon as you start it. Getting into castle, typically you want to expand on the outside of this like deep wood. Got a line waiting for you right here just in case you think you need to skip Loom. That's a bad idea. It looks like Red is going around the outside to scout. I'm not sure what kind of vision they have yet on our Teal player. Probably know the TC is somewhere around here. Not sure what they're scouting for. Maybe an extra boar. It looks like Red is going to start pushing it real good on the deer over here. And is Red going to lame? Are they going to attack the scout? Not sure. They go for the scout, the weak scout, and the scout's going to go down. Yes, you hate to see it. When the villager takes down the scout, TC tries to fire and shoots their shot, but misses. And looks like Red is going to keep on going around the outside just to keep tabs. Teal, a little scared, gets the Loom coming in. Looks like Teal should be able to click up to Fuel Age. First, they have more food, more workers on food. And yeah, pretty standard stuff over here. Obviously, it's not great to lose your starting scout. That kind of prevents you from pushing in a few more deer. You can use villagers to do that, apparently, but they don't have a great vision on what's on the map. But some players may recognize that, you do have to go on the outside to get more wood. And believe me, I've been there. And it looks like this red villager is just taking a stroll outside of Teal's base, and they're just, they're on their daily hike, getting into their 40s. Got to make sure you work off that cholesterol, stay healthy. Outpost going out from Red over here. And Red is on the move. I'm going to keep walking. Looks like teal got their second mill up here. Maybe not the most efficient grab, but they are going to be... No, not first. Second, up to feudal age. And because this is a pretty aggressive map, what I'm expecting teal to do, as they do have the fastest firing foot archers in the game, is to already bust out some archers. There we go. I was going to say, where's the gold? Gonna need gold to get some archers out. Are also missing the barracks, which is you do need to build the archery range. And blue is popping off here on the wood on the outside, went straight outside. And also getting some gold, which makes me think that the Eagle Warriors are gonna pop off. And red comes in here and lames, like a lame person, and moves on with their life. And it's gonna get a little outpost here on the outside to keep tabs on the Ethiopian player. Thomas, Feta, tryhard, Fatas retryhard, Fatas retryhard. Okay, so I don't know what most of that means, but tryhard, I would agree with. I think red is being a bit of a tryhard in terms of trying to lame every single possible thing that they can lame. Did get the first boar. Looks like that was the only boar on the map, if I'm not mistaken, which you hate to see, in terms of being next to the outpost. And the Eagle Scouts are going to get pumped. We already have 3 in the queue, coming out of 1 barrack from our red player. And villagers continue to get pumped by our teal player, but they're going to go straight to archers and get the wood upgrade immediately. A few Eagle villagers standing around here from red as they're going to take the local wood, which is good. You probably don't want to send any more up here. You got a lot coming in. No production upgrades coming in from red that I can see so far. It looks like they're just really focused on getting their military up as they get their second barrack, which means I'm assuming that some more Eagle Warriors are going to be streaming in on the left-hand side here. I think red does know like the layout of all the resources on the map. So let's see what kind of vision he has on teal's base. And I believe so he can see the wood being actively mined, and I think teal can see that outpost, which would, if I see an outpost like that, it's pretty quick to get villagers to tear it down. So oh no, they can't see the outpost. That sucks. But the archers are coming out of 1 archery range, and they're going to start firing on the house GGs. But Eagle Scouts are coming in to deal some damage, get a few pokes in. Teal's going to run, go back, and then run. Gets kicked off wood. 4 tower coming in from red as the archers spring into action. Eagle Scouts are hard to deal with. They don't deal that much damage compared to how easy it is to take out villagers with archers, especially Ethiopian archers, because they fire fast. And Eagle Scouts still pretty weak to archers up until they get their Eagle Warrior upgrade in Castle Age. Pierce Armor now coming in from red as they're going to maybe poke this villager to death who's building the blacksmith to delay. And the kill goes off. Hate to see that. And they're going to run. And that's a strategy I think that you typically want to see with Eagle Warriors when you're fighting. You usually want to poke and run. I know some people watching this stream, when I say poke and run, they may be very familiar with that because they probably have played the Aztecs race before. So common strategy used by a lot of AoE2 players. And now teal's going to get this lumber camp over here as the villager's going to move on, getting this forward tower, which is really consequential because it is going to range this barracks, which is crazy. And looks like teal's going to go on some stone here. Let's look at the eco for red, see what they're doing. Getting some stone, some houses, really, really heavy gold production. And for both players, there's not a lot of food production coming in yet. 17 on wood for red and 16 on teal. Eagle Scout's going to continue to be annoying, just run around the base and look for what they can. Good decision here to get up this this tower. It's going to keep the wood nice and protected, and you got to protect the wood. Might be the most important resource in the game. A few on stone for red, which makes you think they want to maybe drop another tower or working towards a late castle. Pokes coming in here from red. They're kind of like hurting the sheep because I think that some of these teal villagers try to sneak to the outside, but you got to hurt them and hurt them. As it looks like now we're going to go into an archery range, maybe to get the hard counter. Skirmishers. Little tower coming in here from red, but the villager does not start building it and might actually die instead of trying to build it. Eagle Scouts come in and want to get in the fight. And micro going on from both players. Red just making sure that the corral is going on. Like you gotta corral the base to make sure no one escapes. Keep the archers on their tips, and I think that Teal's going to have to make a consequential counterattack. I think if they can get more archers on the field, this could be super consequential. I would love to see a second archery range at this point to just kind of, solidify the production. Now we have a second tower coming in here, which might range the gold. Maybe with fletching. I see that red is missing fletching. And these Eagle Scouts are going to micro back and forth, and they're gonna fight. One skirmisher in the queue coming in from red are taking hits. Teal is able to use the back attack round, which is like not great for these Eagle Scouts, because I think when this ball over here, using the attack move is a really, really good way just to deal some damage, right? But it looks like this tower is going to go up, which means the archers will have to back off in a fight like this. Not good. Archers do take a few licks from the tower. And both players not doing a great job of balancing their wood, but we do see 8 on food for red compared to the no food for teal, which is a really big problem because you do need food to get on Castle Age. Now 2 villagers streaming in to get some food. More Eagle Scouts in the queue. 11 Eagle Scouts, 1 skirmisher in for red, and they're going to keep on going around the outside and just be annoying. It looks like red wants to kick off teal from gold here, as the Eagle Scouts are going to walk around and look for even more damage. And it looks like they're not attacking anything. They're just keeping red on their toes, which you love to see. Villagers getting in the mix too, as these 2 villagers are going to walk back and try to finish construction on this tower. Just being really, really annoying. You got to love the mosquito strategy coming in from the Central American civilizations. The archers over here are realizing the skullduggery going over here, and they're going to attack the tower. And whenever they do, it looks like red's going to say, mommy and daddy's gone. Got to come in here and get some kills. Which is a good idea. But then red goes back to being on the tower. So gold's going to have to come in over here on this side of the map as soon as this tower goes up. And it looks like it probably will. But the skirmishers are here. So these archers are about to take fights that are just not that good. With the skirmishers are going to deal the extra bonus damage, which is not good. But the Eagle Scouts all get wiped off the map. But so did these villagers who were taking some gold over here, and they were stuck. Oh my god! Teal had to delete to let the villagers out of the prison that he had created for them. Interesting. Food game now popping off for red, and it looks like all we need is a market potentially from teal. Yes, to be able to click up to castle. They should be able to sell all that gold. Red sending in 2 villagers to knock down this barracks, getting their priorities straight. As now, the skirmishers are going to go around the outside and take some fights with these archers. Maybe not the best trade, to be honest. Farm scale trying to get increased. It looks like Toma is using the market to try to click up to castle. They do. They also bought some stone in there in the mix. And I think they're going to be maybe a minute early to castle compared to our red player. But they're, the economy is like not that great, not that balanced. 6 villager advantage coming in from red as they queue some more villagers, more Eagle Scouts, poking them farther away from castle. Interesting move to keep Teal on the tip of their toes. One watchtower over here that was not finished yet by Teal. If it does go up, that would be very annoying. Second archery range coming in here on the right-hand side. And Teal's economy, even though maybe not the best managed economy, heavy on stone now, working up to a castle potentially, has been unharassed. Farm scale is like okay. It's not the best. So yeah, that's kind of the game right now, is like Teal's under pressure. They are going to go up to castle first, but you know, it's annoying to deal with all this stuff, right? And red is just able to get the flywheel rolling. And should use the market at this point to click up, in my opinion. They might sense they are a little bit behind, but they should be able to click up in a few moments as soon as some more food comes in. Now we're trying to get this tower up and running on this side just to be even more annoying. Now, really, really big skirmisher army coming in from red, as red's going to be 2.5 minutes late to castle. Okay, what do I do if I'm in Teal's position? Siege Workshop, yes, good move, but I gotta say, which actually, I guess red is looking on the outside to see if Teal has anything there, just in case he's. I think priority number 2 is outside TC. That's what I'm thinking my priority would be, outside TC. Also does get the archer upgrade coming in 10 seconds. It's also a good move. I would like to see maybe some mobility units like camels, maybe some heavy stone collection as well. But I think this outside TC mention that I had as kind of like that dream has gone straight to hell, because Teal has decided to spend all that money on 3 mangonels. Not a terrible decision, but you know, you're also going up against Eagle Scouts at this point, so they're highly mobile. Eagle Scouts do get an attack bonus against Siege. It's good to pick off the skirms, but yeah, I think you really got to get the second TC. That's like, I think it's a big thing. You get the second TC. Nice defense on the tower here. And you go right in this little pocket. You got your lion, you got your stone, you got your gold, and your wood. And you get the hell out of there, because you may be able to defend this area, but maybe not. Bodkin arrow now coming in for red. I imagine to get a little more distance from the tower fire, but not only that, but to beef up some of these skirmishers. Tower's getting rushed down here from villagers. Does create some idle time for Teal. A little annoying, but you do gotta get rid of those towers. Eagle warriors attacking the lumber camp. Love to see that. And all get slaughtered by these mangonels. Really interesting military tactics coming in here from red. Love to see it. Red now taking the high ground, which even these archers should not be able to take a fight like that. Mangonels are coming in and should be able to shred these skirmishers if they get on the right-hand side. Elite skirmisher coming in, and a few production upgrades that red was missing. They are also missing the first wood production upgrade, which is not good. Not good at all. Little stone coming in here on the right-hand side from red. Not sure why they didn't just take this stone. Stuff's remaining over here. Eagle warrior now coming in for red, which is a little speed upgrade and armor upgrade and more HP to those Eagle Scouts. Now we see a little ram coming in here from Teal. Is clearing out all the annoying buildings from their base, which is good. Nothing wrong with that. But now Eagle Scouts or Eagle Warriors rather, now coming back on the field for red, as they have the patrol going on the outside. Imagine they're looking for another TC. They also have this this outpost, as some of these villagers over here are now collecting distance wood, but I imagine that's going to be for a TC that is coming in here for Teal, as the red army is trying to micro down. We got to watch out for the mangonels, man! A few skirmishers go down. For those of you who may be watching this for the first time and playing Age of Empires, skirms do not counter mangonels very well. Do you see a few pro players able to micro down the Mangonel, but usually doesn't happen. Eagle Warriors coming here with 8 attack and going to attempt to prevent the TC that Teal was building, and I don't think the villagers are going to be able to fend this off. That's annoying to get your, I wouldn't say only hope, but a hope over here and get smacked down by a few Eagle Warriors. Red now on 2 TCs, 1 in the north, staying on 1 in the center, and that villager pump is cranking for red. Red comes in here with a laugh, which is really terrible sportsmanship. That's something you really hate to see in the game, something you never want to see. Battering ram continued to ram down buildings, and it looks like the archers are going to try to clear out these Eagle Warriors who should not be able to take this fight. Ram now getting a little testy, wants to come in here, get down this archery range, but it looks like 2 villagers are going to come in here and be able to get this ram down. Ballsy castle drop. Would I say game ending? It may be game ending. Castle drop now coming in from red as they stream in what looks to be about 10 to 15 villagers to drop this very, very consequential castle. But I think the archers are out of position. The mangonels are out of position. And yikes. Will we see the GG come in from Teal after this? Archers are coming back to do what exactly? I don't know. Villagers are going to garrison in the TC to die to the castle fire. Okay. Mangonels should take this opportunity to wipe out these skirmishers, and they do, which I hate to see. Very yikes. But wow, that sucks. We're talking about 26 villagers right now for Teal, and a lot of Eagle ones at that, which is awful. And Teal finally taking the opportunity to take out this outpost over here as Squires comes in. Villagers escape and go off to the left-hand side, and are gonna bunker up on the left-hand side over here. So, would I say the game is over at this point? I think the only way that, honestly, Teal comes back from this is like with a massive counterattack, but with a few archers and 2 mangonels, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Teal taking a few pokes over here. Red coming in with a vision upgrade as they poke this unfortunate villager to death. So, what do you do here if you're red? Do you work up just toward another game-ending castle drop, maybe somewhere around here? You stay on Eagle Warriors, so you continue to pump the villagers, which they're not doing apparently. Hate to see that. Yeah, I guess if I was in a red's position, not saying I am, not saying I would be, I'd probably just work my way to a castle drop. Speaking of castle drops, looks like red is deciding that they want to drop a little. Oh my god. Guys, my battery is about to run out for my computer, and I gotta plug it in. Be right back. Continue to enjoy the game. Don't move. Okay, saved by the bell. The battery is back in. What did I miss? Looks like red did not go in for this this castle, but is going for a farther watchtower. I'm not sure if Teal has vision on that. No, they don't. That's really unfortunate. Teal continue to pump out more villagers. Looks like this lone jaguar warrior is going to tear down some buildings, which is interesting. Starting with the mining camp, you got to know where your priorities are. And looks like this tower should be able to range maybe the stone over here as soon as it gets built. And I guess, you could just build towers around your opponent, continue to work up to another castle drop, pump out the Eagle Warriors. I don't think you even need skirms at this point. And that should be it, right? But Teal apparently looks like they think they have another chance. But Eagle Warrior is getting pretty beefed up at this point. A lot of Pierce armor. on these bad boys, but red continue to sacrifice their units to the mangonels. So I think if red keeps on doing that, we do have a fighting chance, I would say. Cavalry archer. Okay, here's the deal. Cavalry archer against this composition of army would suck. But here's what you do need in teal. You need a raid in to continue fighting for this game. You need to get some kind of damage in. But speaking of damage, red coming in here to get a castle drop from I'm not sure how many villagers. Got a few running over here. And this should be a pretty much game-ending castle drop. We do have 2 watchtowers over here covering the castle drop. Production upgrade coming in from teal, which is not something that I would advise at this point, but, you know, teach their own. I would honestly try to get like some kind of sneak TC somewhere else. Looks like we only have 1 villager so far coming in for our... Nope, castle drop gets canceled. Teal going for university. Gotta know where your priorities are. And castle drop starting. Teal is aware of this, and they're going to start attacking the castle, which could go down. Oh my god, it actually literally could go down if this villager's not... Oh my god, just a few more hits and it could have gone down with teal. But teal's going to come in here, and it looks like they're going to snipe these mangonels. Production upgrade does come in from teal, so they should be good for the rest of the game now. Jesus, 11 comes in again from LuigiCroissant, gets a laugh off, which you hate to see. And this villager is going to keep on chucking away at this castle, so it might be done in about 5 years. But it should be a game-ending castle, I believe. Ballistic's not coming in from teal. That should be the game changer. That should be able to give these cavalry archers a bit more accuracy on these high pierce armor eagle warriors. And yeah, not much going on at this point. I think once this castle goes up, I'm not sure if teal's gonna actually resign. Production upgrades coming in from teal. Do see the castle. Do see the skirms. And yeah, cavalry archers are not going to do that well against skirmishers. Economy continuing to scale for red player. We see 1 scorpion now coming in for teal, which should be able to clear out the entire red army, which is good. Eagle warriors now coming in, and I think teal now has the right idea. I think they're going to try to go around the map and get a little bit of damage. Red splits up into 2 armies. Looks like they're going to come in here and snipe the scorpion as the castle does go up, and red continuing to get just more and more towers, which is like going to be really annoying. Not sure if these teal cab archers are going to be able to get any damage on the map because the eagle warriors are chasing them. Eagle warriors 1.26 speed. Another laugh comes in from red at the end of the game as Tomas looks for the handshake and calls the GG. You really hate to see this kind of poor sportsmanship, and I will definitely be reporting LuigiCroissant to the appropriate authorities.